Hello again, this is Heero Uzuki with more Dishonored 2, the game in which we can add madness to the list of things we have murdered on this road of being the assassin that never killed anyone that we are walking. Again, we're just the assassin that never killed anyone, we're not the assassin that never murdered anything, right? And hey, it's for the betterment of Stilton and for Karnaca as a whole. Right? Right. So with that being said, let us continue to find other things to murder for the benefit of Karnaca that don't necessarily require leaving a trail of bodies, damn it.
Duke Luca Abele tore down the original palace in Karnaca, where his father once pinned a medal to my chest.
Sad day.
Over the ruins, the Duke built a structure that cost enough to feed everyone in Serkonos for years.
Because fuck the poor,
a
apparently.
sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego. I owe it to the people of my homeland to make this right.
And old
Dunwall,
Theodanis.
we were content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
A tall order, to be sure, but we are up to the task.
Can feel it. This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You deserve peace, my love.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
Ah, yes, the Mayhews. Sorry about your daughter. Again, first-class asshole Ramsey did her in. Yeah, there's nothing in here.
I can't believe it's taken this long for someone to go after the Duke. Another aristocratic boss, living in a palace and sucking the marrow out of the same people who built it.
Yes, I regret my affiliation with the young Duke, but his father and I were close. It was my hope that Luca would eventually grow up and learn that his actions as ruler of Serkonos
How
have
things
very
turned out.
real consequences.
He could always count on the backing of Dunwall's finances and navy. Maybe without that, he would have developed a healthy respect for the people of Serkonos.
Would he, though?
Fear of the executioner's block has been a fine motivator for many a ruler.
Once the Duke falls, it's my hope that we can build something better here. Something more representative and inclusive.
Still a nice guy. Again, this is why we murdered the Madness. So we could have this guy.
Empress Jessamine herself once offered me a suite at Dunwall Tower, complete with a laboratory, the finest apparatus in the Isles. I declined, of course.
Could have given it to
I'm
Piero.
not some conjurer from penny novels. Besides, I have a great fondness for my privacy, and my interests often find me coming and going in the odd hours of night. It's hard not to consider what might have been different had I plotted a different course through my early years.
How prophetic.
Something I might have said or done when Delilah was my apprentice that could have prevented all this.
Maybe, maybe
His
not.
character, a fixed star we must all follow in darkness.
Who's to say? It's too late for her now. I don't think there's anything else to look through. Yeah, we're just trying to get all the audiographs and notes.
I never liked the Abbey. Hollow had
Because they hate our
ambitions.
magic.
All falling to pieces now. I guess Duke Abele felt all right tearing down the old palace. I have fond memories of that place.
Still looking for our freebies, because, we're, We're a little short on supplies. Not wholly short, not completely deprived, but you know, we've only got the 3 sleep darts. We might need those.
Now we're going after the one who started it all. The Duke himself. I forgot the thrill of it. Planning drop-off points. And picking
Play the Knife of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches if you don't know what she's talking
ways
about.
To kill somebody who lives behind high walls.
Seriously, do it. It's good.
But with
They're
the
both
excitement, there's a black echo that comes back to me for what I did at Dunwall Tower. If anyone deserves killing, though, it's Duke Luca Abele. I've loved a number of women, and even a couple of men. But I've never loved anyone like my Deirdre. After I left home, those first years on the streets, she's all that kept me from the bottom of the river. I could sleep on a pile of garbage under a leaky awning as long as she was there with me. Sharing a tin of potted meat or a bottle of brandy.
That's nice. That's real nice.
We nicked during the day. The Duke and his little brother came through Dunwall. And Deirdre and I got in their way as they stepped out of their fancy coach. The Duke goaded his brother, calling us wharf roaches. And it was the brother who swung the stick that killed her. Splitting her skull, there were wooden gazelles on top of the coach. And I snapped one off and drove it
An
into
intentional
his
design
eye
flaw?
as deep as it would go. Deirdre was already gone. Dead as a doornail.
Almost makes you wish you had driven that gazelle through the other guy's eye, right?
Great Dunwall sky. On the run after that. I was hunted by the City Watch and even members of the Grand Guard up from Zirconos. People looked at me like I was cursed. Spitting whenever
Cursed
I
with the
got
madness.
close. Everyone knew I'd bring trouble. Even the gangs. The Duke's brother has been dead for a long time. But now's my chance to get back at Luca Abele for setting him off against pretty, young Deirdre. Nothing was the same for me after they took her away.
And yet, I'm the one who's gonna have to go in and take care of business, aren't I? Alright, let's hear it.
Are you ready for this?
Not really, but why wait?
I've broken into palaces before. They're made to keep out armies. Stopping a single man who's dedicated to his cause, that's another story altogether.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The
Really?
Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abele is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery.
Isn't it, though?
Once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
Noted.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault. If he's keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be.
It's not a secret if
Beyond
the secret's
that,
out.
Good hunting.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile. Emily and I have a lot to think about after all this is done.
But hey, we've left the right people in charge. And taken down those who need to be taken down.
It's not widely known, but the Duke has a body double. The man is the spitting image of Luca. A likable fellow, and quite humble.
What a shit job. Real quick though. We're gonna have to put some runes into possession. Need at least 5 more, 6 to be safe. I need some kind of safety net in case RNGesus decides to work against us here.
Should we head toward the palace?
Might as well.
Time to get going.
At the palace, the Duke has a look-alike body double, meant to confuse assassins.
Or provide
A friend of
opportunities
mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps.
for the
Maybe
perceptive.
you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abele.
I'm sure it has its perks.
Why don't they just overthrow him?
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
I suddenly
There were
want
parties
crab
like
legs
that
now.
in Dunwall. Toadies sucking up to
Sorry,
Emily
wrong time,
made
wrong
me
place.
want to be back on the streets in Serkonos.
You're forgetting what that's like. I watched those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept. In the flooded district.
I know you struggled. After years at court, I'm a nobody again. But what I've seen here will stay with me when I return to Dunwall Tower. Being in Karnaca again has given me perspective.
I don't see why we needed
Good.
this to happen again.
After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff.
Yeah, you've been dishonored once. We shouldn't have had to go through this to get some perspective. I'm gonna go ahead and come out and say this now. This is not exactly the same file that we've been using for this LP, if you want to call it that. Still the same difficulty across the board, but it was bugging the hell out of me that I left a blueprint behind. It was the spiked grenade housing. It was very inconsequential, but I didn't like that I left it because it was in a safe place for us to grab it. It was in the altered timeline, the altered present, sorry. But my decision to go back and get that is already biting me in the ass with my RNG with the bone charms.
Comes in. It's got to get where it's going.
I'm
That's why they
missing
call it
some
the
powerful
black market.
ones.
Can't just sit here. Too much chance a Grand Guard catches on to us, or maybe rightful owners coming to pick it up.
Oh, you mean you didn't
What's the
just
delay
find
getting it
those
to the
things?
shop? Bet you afraid we'll get caught?
The guy that runs the shop is nervous, but if they just let us move it straight off the boat. Now, I got a friend over at the shop. Been running protection for black
guy
market
who knows
shops
a
for
guy.
years here in Karnaca and over at Colorado. So there's basically no risk.
What's your friend's name?
That's a secret. These guys deal with me and nobody else. Job security.
So is that just another way of saying that you don't know his name? But anyway, getting back on the topic of the bad RNG with my bone charms. You know that strong armed bone charm that I had? That I turned into a 4-trait bone charm? Don't have that. Lucky needle bone charm, which gave me a chance of recovering my sleep darts. Don't have that. I did get my spiritual fortune back, but the other mana potion related bone charm that increased the amount of mana I get from my Addermeyer solutions.
Out into the harsh world.
Yeah, I wish I had that.
You are alone, but for a few allies.
So yeah, I'm paying for that decision.
Hey, you. You seem different. Can you
what is
help
the mask?
me out with a bit of coin?
Oh, all right, here you go.
You're a good one.
What have you got for me?
You know, there's a place near here, in some rocks behind a fountain. People have always left offerings there.
Have they?
That's where I started having those odd dreams.
Odd dreams, you say?
I don't go there anymore, but you might want to check it out.
Maybe.
See you sometimes.
Maybe. The same studio as was in our murder Empress route, but now without all the blood flies. I'll take this. Void armor. That's not really gonna do much for us. This is just to feed my Addermire solution addiction.
No such permit, Captain. I know the laws in Tarnak.
Laws changed. The Duke's giving the Grand Guard leeway to create new fees when needed. You know who else had a nice shop? That clockmaker.
Serafina. Her shop burned down.
Yeah, my report said it was probably the Howlers. But no one knows how the fire started.
Captain, her brother died in that fire.
Sleep inside drunk from what I heard. Got until tomorrow to pay up.
Professional asshole right there. Gate must remain closed. Well, I kind of want to go this way. So it's gonna need to be open.
Oh no, you bastard! Let's see what you got.
You know, now that before I completely stop thinking about it, let us go ahead and get our possession ability. There's a bit of RNG involved with regards to where the Duke and his body double are located, and depending on where he is, I might need a backup plan. Okay, sorry about that. Just need to make sure that this was the actual Let's Play file and not the practice file that I was using.
We're getting somewhere.
Or I guess still am using.
Then she'll leave.
But, yeah. Yeah, let's get that gate open, shall we? Here you go, my dude. You deserve some time off. In color, you say? Gonna need that. Letter of apartment seizure because the Grand Guard are fucking assholes. One moment, we need to craft a bone charm. We don't exactly have the bone charm that lets us increase the amount of mana we get from swigging Addermire solution guaranteed, but what we can do is... I do have it though, right? I might be wearing it. I think. Or no, maybe I got that bone charm I was thinking of in the practice file. Oh no, we already have... Seriously? 4 traits, and our first swig of a mana pot doesn't give us a full restoration of our mana. Off to a great start with this bone charm, aren't we? Oh boy. That decision to go back and do all of this just to get that one blueprint is really biting me in the ass. Top quality gameplay right here. For me. Because I fucking deserve it. And again, the blueprint was completely inconsequential. I mean, it may mean something if you're going for a happy murder spree run, but it's not what we're doing here. Sorry, don't have time for this. Ow.
See something.
I see you came here to seize this stuff. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's, mine. Just to be on the safe side, let's drop you here. No, open that back up. If you get back here quick enough, you can, in fact, beat these guys to the supplies. And so you don't have to go looking through the building later on.
Let's see what this says.
This whole setup is a huge pain in the ass. Timing windows that ignore the tides, fake boat manifests, and private door codes. Might be easier just to play it straight. Pick up and deliver goods. Anyway,
maybe?
So I don't forget it. The code for the black market shop is Sir Conan wine is better than Tivian prisons. Idiots.
I'd imagine wine is better than being in prison. Well, I say that, but I really wouldn't know that. I don't drink. I'm sorry, that's just a choice I've made for myself. I'm a square, I know.
People here aren't as keen on charity now that times are hard.
Really?
I used to have such visions. See you sometimes.
You used to have such visions. Nipping a little ganja.
Damn it.
A little bit of Mary Jane.
See, I told you.
Anyway. Why am I even doing that? I mean, if the musical duo is here, then it means that there are no, howlers. Some fool's writing, and a stolen diary. And 2 runes for us. Oh, neat.
You're back at the heart of your homeland.
Yep.
A bigger, better palace than the one you sailed away from so long ago. Feeling nostalgic?
Maybe once I'm playing Dishonored.
Will you ever be comfortable in Dunwall again? Assuming you make it back? You've seen the suffering here, the decay, but, dear Corvo, would you even have lifted a finger if the Duke hadn't put Emily in harm's way? Be honest now.
Probably not.
In any case, I know what you're after.
You know everything.
The heart you carry can only hold one spirit at a time. So, if you want to walk out with a piece of Delilah, you better be ready to leave something behind.
How cryptic. I wonder what he means. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, with the musical duo here, we can actually walk through here risk-free, unless you start jumping on the heads of the civvies.
Take a look around, if you please. Our shop stands above the rest, I assure you.
You don't say.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow.
Determined Traveler and the Crimson Painter. Unfortunately, these really aren't going to do much for us. Not unless we find a very, very specific situation where we require it. I.e. dealing with clockwork soldiers. I don't see that happening, though.
Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry.
Then we still have to upgrade the pistol, which, we kind of haven't. Not once throughout this entire playthrough.
Very good. A pleasure to do business
We can still use the spring
My hair
razors
yesterday
against
was
clockwork
quite a
soldiers.
night at the palace.
Really?
The prices reflect the exquisite quality of the items offered. A deal.
Kill the
well
power.
made. You get the customers you deserve, I suppose. Come back soon, if I'm still around.
I will if I need to.
Let's organize an outing.
Ow! How do I forget that was there? Oh, right, because Haller's not here. I was off guard. Do as I say, not as I do, and watch for that. That could have been trouble. Let's go ahead and get our corpse possession, lasting possession. We need 4 more runes. There's 1 more here, and we have enough to craft 2. I think we have enough bone charms to break apart that we can make 3. Crap. Also crap. Won't need it. Knockdown is going to affect us. Not here to assassinate anyone. If I'm getting shot at, that means I've been seen. Well, shit, we could go ahead and make our 4 runes right now.
We should talk to the magistrate, see if she can help.
Can't even talk, I've heard. So now she makes lunch for me once a week, invites me inside, where she's got some old silverware and a few family portraits. Nice stuff.
It might have been cheaper to pay the tax.
Yeah. But for her, it was the principle of the matter.
Just in case we decide to come back this way, let's go ahead and disarm these. Get away from the door. Feel the burn. Did he come back? No. Okay, come on, Corvo. Go to sleep, dude. Also, this watchtower is making me nervous. Alright, let's go ahead and put together our 3 other runes and get our upgraded possession ability. For human possession. And we might get chain host. Might. Continue to feed my Adamire solution addiction. Letter from someone who admires one of the greatest assassins ever. Still no full recovery? What a rip. That's right, we already knocked their asses out, didn't we? You heard nothing! Don't pretend like you did. You know, just to play things safe, we're gonna go ahead and restock our incendiary bolts. No, we don't need to go up there.
Welcome. Please be at ease. Our establishment is secure.
Good to know. Adamire solution. I have to do this because, again, my lucky needle bone charm is lost to us.
Perhaps I should close the shop until the dust settles.
That certainly is a thought. I just thought of something. I thought of a way we can speed this up. More Swift Stalker. More Swift Stalker. It's not exactly level 2 agility, but it will speed things up a little bit. Swift Shadow. More Swift Shadow. Shadow. And of course, more Swift Shadow. Nice. 4 crafted bone charms and no corruption on any of them. Unless I get my strong arms and lucky needle back, we're probably not going to make any more of these. Because at that point, I'll probably just be tempting fate. Where'd you come from? You scared me. You scared me and I had to choke you out for it. Don't scare me. Wacko. He has no one to blame but himself. Again, he scared me. I don't know why I thought I had redirected blink on. Deep grave. Get them robots off our streets. Note to the LP's mother. Actually, that's a really smart idea. Next upgrade we get, we are putting it into redirected blink. That's always a safe pick. Open sesame. Gee, I wonder what the combination for the safe is. Continuing to feed the Addermeyer solution addiction. Skill question refinement. I have an addiction, don't judge me. Hot cocktail, another crap bone charm. Ugh. They do have their purpose, though. I'm thinking on the void armor. We'll go ahead and throw that on just in the off chance I make a slip up and take fall damage. Still? Damn. We're gonna throw on possession. This way we can at least save on our mana expenditures a little bit.
The pay is better here than anywhere else, and we get to do the job how we see fit. Nobody's pestering us with forms and procedures anymore. We collect the fees we want and give out the beatings when they're needed.
That sounds a little wrong, collecting fees you want.
It's too dangerous.
Then reapply next month. The command staff changes constantly. New officers, new rules. And spread a few coins here and there among the officers.
Look how fast we're moving, and we're still in stealth here. Very broken.
There's another spirit here. Beyond its cage of flesh.
The palace. Maybe I can find another way to neutralize the Duke.
No, not at all. But how do you know which one is the Duke? I don't know where they found that guy with the political decoy job.
Magic.
But he looks and acts just like the Duke. I can't tell them apart.
There are subtle differences.
Alright. Assuming you can pick out Duke Luca, how are we gonna get his key?
You leave that to me. Who knows what he's got in that vault? We'll be halfway to Bristol and rich before he's nursing the next day's hangover.
Sounds like you got a plan. Good for you.
Yeah, that's a good plan, the way this place is run. You sure he always keeps the key with him?
I'm sure. We'll do it tomorrow night when there's only one squad scheduled for patrol. Just be ready.
How nice.
You know who's assigned to protect the Duke's quarters tonight?
Nope. As long as it's not me, I don't care. It's never any fun.
I'm not sure who's worse, the Duke or his body double. One's half likely to have you flogged for looking at him wrong. The other might just bore you to death.
Make your own entertainment. If it's that much of a bore. Yes, finally. And how many of these Animar solutions did we have to use before we finally got our full heal ability out of our bone charm? The answer? Too many.
Of course, the Duke kept some of the clockwork soldiers for himself.
I don't care what's going on. I'm gonna concentrate on my duties. I'm no hero.
No, but I am. Kinda, sorta. I'm one letter off.
Quiet.
261. Alright, my dude, we're gonna walk you out of here. Go to sleep. If I had my strong arm bone charm, then it'd be less of a hassle. Put you right here, dude. I'm sure you'll figure out a way down. I mean, when you wake up. Eventually.
Make a note. Remove this playback after the final field test.
I'm sorry, what? Oh wait, that's the one from downstairs, isn't it? We don't need to worry about that.
What would you do if you were the Duchess of Serkonos or some other ruler? The Queen of Morley or even the Empress?
More of what I already do. Screwing, eating fine meals, smoking the...
Sounds like someone had their life together. Or, yes, has. Relocation sickness. That's another crap one. That only works against witches. Well, guess we're breaking it down. We'll go ahead and throw on hardiness to go along with the idea of trying to keep ourselves safe in the off chance I make a screw up somewhere and take fall damage. It feels like you're living in an age of wonder, you say. Go sleep. You get to have a break, my dude. Don't waste it. You get to go to sleep too. And we'll just put you right here, so in case anyone gets any prying eyes up here, they won't see you. I actually had that happen once. 261. note about where to find the safe combination. No need to worry, we already got it. Alright, where is it? Duke's private garden, as MS will be there tonight. Good to know. Or I guess sort of bad to know. I was kind of hoping he would be up in his quarters. But this is that bad situation I was thinking of when I decided to go ahead and invest in the possession ability. The backup. So the Duke's house is a fucking disaster waiting to happen. Good to know, right? So many grenades. The Murder Empress would be pleased if we were using her. This maid takes her duty seriously. There's a dead body here? That's not gonna stop me from cleaning. Go to sleep, you deserve it. Whirlwind. Great, another crap bone charm. That decision to completely redo all of this just to get that one blueprint, I'm telling you, it's biting me in the ass. We still need to go back to the 3rd floor. The, painting. And the office. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take care of that. Any guard up here? Nope. I don't know how you saw me, but you did, and I don't need you raising an alarm.
Diagnostic playback loop. Increasing oil tank temperature.
Okay, well, we know where the Duke is now. Nice.
than he can say.
A lot more. I am not looking forward to this. This way, my dude. Oh, you need to be by yourself, good Duke. Duly noted. He will see himself out.
Put up. No offer to bow or kiss my hand.
Sorry, not that kind of guy.
Kind of visitor. A mystery. Let's have it then. Who are you and what do you want?
I need something done and you're gonna help me.
You're the Duke's double, aren't you? I'm here to take him down, but I might need your help. Do you want to listen to what I have to say?
It's for your benefit.
All right, you figured it out. But if you're not here to assassinate the Duke, what do you want?
I have no doubt that you'd be a more agreeable Duke than Luca Abele. If I wanted to depose him without having to cut out his heart, could you convince people that you're the Duke?
That's bold, I have to admit it crossed my mind. If people believed that I was actually Duke Abele, and that he was the political decoy, we could have him committed for lunacy. We could convince everyone that the Double's finally lost his mind, and believes he's the Duke. I've spent years perfecting my performance. But there's a catch.
Always.
He's got a medallion that I need. Even if I sound convincing, which should be the easy part, his Grand Guard officers will ask to see the medallion as proof. Luca never puts it aside.
All right.
What, does he have
it shouldn't take me long.
Stitched to his dick or something?
I'll be leaving the city.
No,
Soon
not really.
after, I'll send instructions from Dunwall, and I'll expect a great deal of flexibility and cooperation on your part. There's still time to pull Serkonos back from the edge of the cliff. We can undo the damage Duke Abele has inflicted.
I'd like that. But I'll guide Serkonos in the ways I see fit for the people here, not as the hand-chosen puppet of your empire. If you agree with that, just render the Duke unconscious and bring him to his chambers. I'll handle the rest.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's the whole process of getting him back here that I worry about. There's a lot that can go wrong.
Waste
I
my
screwed
time
this
for
part.
something like this. Not let time be wasted. Ridiculous. Why would they even bother me? It's not me. Of course it's them. Not me. Of course it's them. Why would it ever be me?
Now we're gonna save our sleep darts. We're gonna need them. Let's just keep watching. Okay, he's turned around. Let's go get him.
Pale slug.
That's what the brandy's for.
I'm having to knock out quite a few of these poor bastards. So I'm still sneaking, still crouch walking. It's actually faster than walking around at the moment. I keep expecting a guard here. Right now I'm questioning why exactly I decided to possess you. I guess I did it for safety's sake. Thing is, this is just another person that I'm knocking out, but don't really need to. Yoink.
If the old Duke could only see this. Wasteful expense, wanton flesh.
And such terrible wines. At least he knew better than to serve Tyrion with hagfish.
Joke if you want to. Our new Duke spends more in 1 month than his father spent in a year. Old Theodanis Abele was tied with the coin.
Why worry? When the war is done, we'll have it back tenfold in tribute.
There's 2 right there. There should be a dog resting on the mat over there.
The age of Luca Abele. Enjoy it.
The old Duke.
The old were careful, but the new
People really are going to make me burn through my mana, aren't you? Maybe use up my Adamar solution. You are enabling the addiction. You think you've got problems. Dude, I'm trying to be the assassin that never killed anyone here. And you all are making it a little difficult. Yoink. I'll take this. only bone charm that should be left is the one located in the secret vault. Okay. Let's go ahead. Kill the juice. Here's the pooch. Let's focus less on how many of them there are and focus on how exactly we're going to deal with all of them.
Sometimes a man just needs time by himself. My responsibilities weigh upon me. What was that?
Okay, well, here's the question. Did that knock them all out, including the dog? Dog's still awake. All the humans are conscious. Now we're going to need to deal with clockwork. And I'm going to need you to get the hell away from him. For what I've got in mind or what I need to do, you need to go away.
New search.
Someone's shooting at it!
When this plays, search is underway. She's still searching. Search playback.
Go to sleep, my dude.
Extending exploration of the area. This indicates the search protocol is underway.
Damn it.
Running search protocol. The machine has lost its quarry.
And its head.
The machine is experiencing uncertainty. General detection state. Okay, the machine has detected something.
I don't know. For whatever reason, I just can't seem to land a hit on that weak point on his back. So we're not going to waste any more time. dog out.
This must be the key to the Duke's vault. Here's Duke Abele.
There you go. One unconscious tyrant. And his medallion.
That's it then. Now it's up to me. I'll take the medallion and call them.
I'll be watching. Break a leg.
Don't worry. I've spent years mimicking this asshole. Captain Almeida, come at once to my chambers. There's a problem. Quick, hide up there.
Righto. Hiding away.
Your Eminence, are you alright?
Yes, Captain. Please arrest this clown. Seems that he took his role a little too seriously. Get your hands off me! He served me well for years. We'll never find anyone else who so bears my resemblance. Take him away.
A crying shame, isn't it?
But be
I
gentle.
think I understand, Your Eminence. We'll handle it.
What? This is outrageous. I'll have you all skinned alive and set in a salt bath. If only there was something we could do for him.
Quiet, you loon.
Suppose all those years pretending he was me. That eventually took its toll. No! Stop! I am the Duke of Serconis!
You're the fake!
Do this!
He's lying.
Dr. Hypatia at Adamire will know what to do with the poor man.
Have fun.
I'm still trying to get my head around this. It's incredible.
Isn't it? Alright, well, we've, taken care of just about everything at this point, haven't we? Okay, yeah. I was making sure that I'd gotten the painting in that room because it's the one that for whatever reason I seem to forget. Wait, who's sighing? Who's...
Damn it. I need to pee.
Make ourselves scarce. Let's get what we came here for and then make like a banana and split.
Twice what we made here.
Weeks of puking up hardtack on his ship just to freeze your ass off at some northern port? Besides, We make more here in Karnaca with on-the-spot taxes and fees.
Maybe. It is nice having discretionary jurisdiction here. Less paperwork.
An intelligent guard.
Think about it. No blood flies, no howlers.
Didn't see that coming.
You don't think they have gangs up in Tibia? It's dark for half the year up there. Trust me, you're better off here.
Are you, though? Alright, time for your Grand Guard break. There you go. No thanks are necessary, just doing my job. To help you do your job. Didn't even really need to use possession, did I? Okay. He's taken care of.
Let's see what Duke Abele keeps hidden away in here.
Familiar scent, bone charm. Not sure how much that was going to help us at this point. Folded Galvani resin, that can help.
The Duke's vault.
Open sesame. Okay, back. Sorry, I had to step away for a minute or two, or, well, actually, technically half an hour. Didn't want you to just sit here staring at an open vault.
Make a note. Remove this playback after the final field test.
I already made a note that there was one clockwork soldier standing between me and what I'm trying to do here. And, you know, making me fail.
If this plays, the machine is recharged.
Walk faster, you bastard. We have things to do. Was there an Addermeyer solution in here? Oh, he's dead. Well, the robot's no more. Take all the stuff. All the stuff. Feed my Addermeyer solution addiction.
Old scars run deep, don't they, Luca? This is the thing Ashworth made to hold Delilah's spirit.
Morbidly obese, isn't it? It's unsightly.
This is it. You must release me from this dead vessel. Only then will you be able to trap Delilah's spirit.
Jessamine, your spirit comforts me. How can I let you go?
I've given you all I can, my love. Tried to guide you. Now our daughter will need you.
Be at peace, my dear Empress. Star of my sky.
Corvo. Your eyes, your hands, your heart. With my last thought.
And there she goes. Off to the great beyond. And she's not totally disappointed in us.
It's done. Now it's time to return to Delilah's.
The heart of my half-sister? Only the flesh remains.
It's all black now.
Wonder if it was even really alive.
Click. Open sesame. Wait a minute, that's right. We already, in a way, dealt with the clockwork. We're home free.
That should do it.
Is it sunrise or sunset? Who can say? I think it's sunrise. Just my 2 cents.
I saw the signal.
What signal?
So, is that it? The fall of Karnaca?
The Duke's had a change of heart.
In a manner of speaking.
Things are shifting.
Back to the dreadful whale, then, and on toward Dunwall.
It looks that way. To find a way to help Emily, and to give her back the throne.
Ready, then?
Not really, but why wait?
I'm ready if you are.
All right. As you want.
Let's get out of here. No kills. Wasn't detected. I'm a fucking ghost. Left a blueprint behind, but I am not going through with what I did before. I've already screwed myself over on my bone charms. I don't want to see if it can get any worse. Instead, let us stop here while the stopping is good. So, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, then consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, leaving a comment, and hitting that bell to stay updated with more videos from me. With that, this is Heero Uzuki, signing off. Yes, we shall stop here while it is good and not absolutely terrible. I do not want to see how much worse the RNG can get. No.